Hi, everybody. Who was here for Waylon Payne? Waylon Payne's one of my favorite songwriters in town, so I feel very honored to be following his amazing music. It's time for some more sad gay songs, if you're down for that. My name's Justin Hiltner, and tonight we're celebrating the release of my debut solo project. It's called 1992. It's out now wherever you listen to music, wherever you download music. And so to start the show tonight, to get us in the mood for sad gay banjo songs, I'm gonna play the entire album in sequence. So I hope you enjoy it. Here's my album. Now picture this. You're atop the Blue Ridge Mountains in western North Carolina. You're in Ola Belle Reed's hometown, and you have Grammy Award winners Kathy Fink and Marcy Marxer in the control room, and you're looking out at Pond Mountain and White Top and New Pinnacle, and you're recording these songs. And you're me in 2020. And to start the record, here's a song about the moon. It's my favorite song on the record. It's called Dark Side. It's not what it's made for, but I got out my scope and looked up at the moon. But I didn't feel hope, it made me feel pain, and I know you know why. 'Cause I bet in this moment you're watching the sky and you're wondering if, is there always a dark side? Can love orbit two souls without the locked tides, without hidden shame, hidden craters of heart, without its own shadow always covering part? Can love be what it is, like a green thing that grows if you just meet its needs and let it alone? Once before us, before pruning and grafts, it just bloomed for the nighthawks and the bees that flew past, and it bloomed for the stars, the bright side of the moon. Pale moonflower fades away soon, unlike us with our woes. On the very same vine, the next bloom comes along, and almost no time. I hope till I die I respond to its pull, for every eclipse, half-hearted or full. And if you look up, I mean when, 'cause you will, I will be too. The dark side means no ill, for it's all the same moon. Can we take it as whole? The thing is celestial, no portion is dull. If it gives sleepless nights, don't wallow or sigh, for in that same night the last moonflower dies. For it's all the same moon, can we take it as whole? The thing is celestial, no portion is dull. If it gives sleepless nights, don't wallow or sigh, for in that same night the last moonflower dies. Thank you. One of these days, somebody's going to be able to guess my sign just from hearing that song. I'm a Cancer. So the moon controls me. But it's not just that the moon controls me, it's that I'm made for love. You know, Cancers love. They love wholeheartedly. But sometimes I worry that I'm not made for love exactly, but I'm made for unrequited love. So that's a lot of what this album's about. Here's the only instrumental from the album, the only instrumental I've written in the past 10 years. I wrote this during the pandemic. I love the banjo tuned to F. So here's a song that I wrote for a boy that I'm in love with who is with somebody else right now. It's called You Are the Highway 1, Apartment 2. As I stare down at the Everglades, I wonder if I'd flood them with my tears. If I could only pace around, I'd pace around in sorrows to my ears. And I wonder if you took a second glance up at the sky. Even if you did, I'll never wonder why my heart won't let this die. Noah, why did I let you kiss me? Why won't my bones just shout above the din that it's time to say goodbye? Oh Noah, why won't you let me go? If you don't free my heart, you'll bleed me dry. And I'll wade through mud and rushes under darkness of the night till I float off in the morning with the tide. The wind and waves were mocking when I begged the frantic waters to be still. In a boat that's set to rockin' of its own accord, I don't suppose they will. Now I've got nothing left to lose as all the oceans slowly grow and rise. So if you find my message in a bottle, throw it back and let it ride. Noah, why did I let you kiss me? Why won't my bones just shout above the din that it's time to say goodbye? Oh Noah, why won't you let me go? If you don't free my heart, you'll bleed me dry. And I'll wade through mud and rushes under darkness of the night till I float off in the morning with the tide. Noah, why did I let you kiss me? Why won't my bones just shout above the din that it's time to say goodbye? Oh Noah, why won't you let me go? If you don't free my heart, you'll bleed me dry. And I'll wade through mud and rushes under darkness of the night till I float off in the morning with the tide. Lord have mercy, this rate of sweating is untenable. All right, so that's the first 3 on the album. You're doing great so far. So we continued from You Are the Highway 1 Apartment 2, the instrumental, directly into Everglades. And in that transition, we didn't just move from the California coast to the sacred lands of the Everglades in southern Florida. We also changed from a boy that I'm still in love with to a boy I'm no longer in love with. And we're gonna stick with that one for a minute. I like making the joke that this record has 4 boys in it. And the rest of the folks involved, except for myself, are literally all women. Because the boys already shat all over this whole record. Just kidding. Not kidding, I am kidding. So here's a song I wrote with my friend Molly Tuttle. And the week that this single came out, and it actually is the highest performing single on the record, the week that this came out was the week that Molly was nominated for Best New Artist by the Grammys. And we wrote this song, I want to say we wrote this song in 2016. And if you had told either of us then where we would be now, we wouldn't believe you, but for very different reasons. So I wrote this song with Molly about a boy who was born and raised in East Nashville, and I drive by the street where he was born every day. It's called Benson Street. Glow of the street lamps, shadows of tree limbs, bungalows creaking, tucked in for the night. Smell the crepe myrtles, cicadas are singing. Nothing has changed, nothing feels right. Hear the crunch of the gravel under my feet as I walk down Benson Street. Life goes on living, but something is missing. No light in your window, no car in your drive. Your porch swing is rocking, though empty, forgotten. Your neighbors are laughing as they pass by. If they look my way, our eyes won't meet as I walk down Benson Street. The silence between us keeps calling me back here. If I knocked on your front door, what would I say? Can I tell you I miss you when I still can't be with you? Should I work up the courage or just pass away? I long to see you, but it's not what we need. So I'll walk down Benson Street. I'd give anything to see you, but it's not what we need. So I'll walk down Benson Street. All right, we've reached the title track. Aren't you proud of me for not saying titular? Fuck. So the title track, some people be like, oh, well, how'd you name the record? Well, 1992 is the year that I was born. But it's not as simple as that. I wrote this song. I'm not really sure when I wrote this song. But I wrote this song when I realized that while I was being born, there was almost certainly somebody dying of HIV/AIDS in the same hospital. Because I think a lot of gay folks in my generation forget that we weren't born after the HIV/AIDS crisis, we were born into it. And whether we like it or not, our entire identities as LGBTQ folks are contextualized within that reality. And I had that realization, and I didn't just realize that there was probably someone dying of AIDS in the hospital I was born. I realized that it was kind of like the universe was trading them for me. And that didn't make a lot of sense to me, and it still doesn't, because if I had been born 15 years earlier, there's a good chance that I would not be standing on this stage today. And people, I think, don't really realize, because COVID came along to give us a new pandemic to have in our focus, that the HIV/AIDS epidemic, the pandemic, is not over. Especially in the South, in Georgia and Tennessee, HIV/AIDS is rising at astronomical rates. It's becoming a heterosexual disease. Mike Pence caused an HIV outbreak in Indiana. And then if you zoom out and look around the world, it's even worse. So I don't give you this song just as a snapshot of the year I was born, the day I was born, the moment I was born, and the loss and the gain in that. I give you it as a snapshot of the reality we live in now. Because we are so excited to be done with COVID when it's not even done with, and the pandemics before it aren't even done with. This is called 1992. Maybe you were 1 or 2 floors down, or maybe you were 1 or 2 floors up. But on my floor quietly, it whispers about naming me, with bright balloons and flowers in a paper cup. Maybe you had kind and loving care, or maybe they gave judging sighs and stares, while safe below or safe above, a newborn child was wrapped in love. A happy family, joyful, unaware. And while your body ached for loving touch, it ached on every level in your bones and in each breath. Abandoned by your country, by your God, and by your blood. while my father held me tight against his breast. He daydreamed of my future while you never could admit your days were few. Were the heavens mocking both of us when they traded me for you? 'Cause I didn't die in 1992. They brought me home to gawking crowds of friends, with countless gifts and blessings, thankful prayers. You cried in anger, tossed and turned, a soul like mine forsaken, spurned. Worried at the end no one would care. They buried you surrounded by your friends, each one marked in marble, bleak and cheap. The raindrops fell down on your stone while happy tears fell in my home. And your surviving chosen family softly weeps. Will you forever ache for loving touch, conditioned to the pain deep in your bones and in each breath? Abandoned by your country, by your God, and by your blood, while my mother held me tight against her breast. We all took my life for granted, while your kin forgot that they forsook you too. Were the heavens mocking both of us when they traded me for you? 'Cause I didn't die in 1992. We all took my life for granted, while your kin forgot that they forsook you too. Were the heavens mocking both of us when they traded me for you? 'Cause I didn't die in 1992. No, I didn't die in 1992. No, I didn't die in 1992. That was you. Sometimes I wonder about the hand I've dealt myself by writing these songs and forcing myself to perform them. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get up on stage at a bar and play a song about HIV. Sounds like a great time. If that's your idea of a good time, I'm glad you're here. All right, so we're gonna move on now in the record. I don't know what number of track we're at, but this is a song that I've been doing for so long that I used to do it with the Vicky Vaughn Band back when that was a thing. A couple of them are right here. My dad's from North Dakota. He's from about as far north as you can get without tripping into Canada. They don't care about immigration up there. I wonder why that is. My dad's from North Dakota. He's from a town about 5,000. 17 miles from his hometown is a tiny town called Hannah. There used to be a port of entry, and now it's boarded up. It's basically all gone away. In the middle of Hannah, there's a tiny little store that's a library, a general store, a restaurant, and a post office all in one. It's the only thing that's still open on that main drag. I went back to Hannah in August of 2018. It was the last time that I went back to Hannah. I'm not from North Dakota, I'm from Ohio, but that place calls to me like it's home. So I wrote this song. It's all about longing to go back to Hannah. And when I went back to Hannah, I had cancer and I didn't know it. And I was walking around Hannah and walking around the grain elevator and walking around this tiny little town in North Dakota. It's funny. It's funny the human beings we are now and we were then. Here's Hannah. 8 streets ain't a town, and somehow it's so much less when those cold winds start down. From just north of the border, Canada is just a mile away. It's just as flat and cold and gray. It's all but boarded up. The blizzards and big farms took all of our good luck. This is Hannah, North Dakota. Borderline is just a mile away. By now I'm just as worn and gray. The wind will cut you like a knife. It brings the tears back to my eyes. And it's been calling my whole life, and now I finally realize. Go back to Hannah. She will never do you wrong. Her love will always span the months and years that have come and gone. Go back to Hannah. Not even trains go back. The elevator's empty, forsaken by the rats. There ain't no hustle and no bustle. City lights are hours and hours away. I'd trade them in most any day. I never thought I'd find the place I ran away from, stuck inside my mind. I dream of Hannah, North Dakota, longing while I slave my days away. And buildings tall and cold and gray. The whiskey's sharp just like a knife. It brings the tears back to my eyes. And it's been calling my whole life, and now I finally realize. Go back to Hannah. She will never do you wrong. Her love will always span the months and years that have come and gone. Go back to Hannah. She will never do you wrong. Her love will always span the months and years that have come and gone. Go back to Hannah. Go back to Hannah. Go back to Hannah. Thank you. My sweat just delivered a lot of hair product directly into my eye. During COVID, I learned how to take care of my curly girl curls. And I use a lot more product than I used to. I gotta wash my face more often. Oh, thanks, Casey. All right. Okay, well, we love a song with a disclaimer, right? So I just want to say, before you hear this next song, this song is written in the tradition of Southwest Virginia holler songs. It's a primitive style of singing that's not really sung anymore. I learned it from Ralph Stanley, Dr. Ralph. I take a lot of inspiration from him. And I want to say, if you hear yourself in this song, if you feel convicted by this song, I would just want you to know I didn't write it about you. So if you feel that coming up and you're like, what is this guy singing about? Look inside yourself, you'll find the answers. By the way, Ralph Stanley voted for Obama. Gotta wet my whistle. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Your money and your hearts are black. You've stole from us, now give it back. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. They've never met a face before, but yours is what I've made them for. Come meet my fists, ye nationalists. Come meet my fists. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. 'Cause none of God creatures did care or fuss till man made money and never enough. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. Christ himself would be sick a little to hear you called evangelical. Come face your sins, Republicans. Come face your sins. Come meet my fist, ye nationalists. Come meet my fist. You'll pay for this, ye capitalists. You'll pay for this. Come face your sins, Republicans. This won't be your country. No, never again. Come out the dark, ye oligarchs. Come out the dark. Thank you. The first time I ever played that song, the first time I ever chose to play that song was at the International Bluegrass Music Association's conference. Look, I suck dick. They're already mad at me, you know? So I start singing this song. I get through it just fine, get off stage, and my friend's like, did you hear the woman leave while you were singing that? I was like, no. They're like, she left yelling, goddamn socialist. And I was like, I'm a communist. Just for the record, if you think, wow, a communist banjo player, I want you to know I am one in a very, very, very long line of hundreds of years long of leftist banjo players. I am not an aberration, I am the norm. Here's a song that I wrote because I was tired of Nashville. It's called 10 Years, 10-Year Town, right? The funniest thing about it to me is that I wrote it when I lived here for 8 years. So if you move the goalposts on yourself, I hear ya. I do too. This is called 10 Years, Gotta Get Out. Like wooden spokes, the highways all run out of town. And I'm sitting on the hub, which one will I start down? It's all the same direction, east, west, north or south. I gotta put this city behind me, damn, I've gotta get out. Oh, I've gotta get out. There was never a doubt. Thought I'd just be a minute, see whose dreams were left about. I'd pick one up, dust it off, set course in my new route. But it's been 10 years of spinning around, I've gotta get out. From 30,000 feet up, I'll just pick a spot. Let me throw a dart, stop the globe and I'll get off. It's like I've always worn a blindfold anyway. And the cure for indecision didn't hit shelves today. Oh, I've gotta get out. There was never a doubt. Thought I'd just be a minute, see whose dreams were left about. I'd pick one up, dust it off, set course in my new route. But it's been 10 years of spinning around, I've gotta get out. I can't pretend my heart could never choose a place. But if home is where the heart is, why have neither left a trace? I blame myself for wrapping them both up with you. To cross the wide Pacific like the plovers do. Oh, I've gotta get out. There was never a doubt. Thought I'd just be a minute, see whose dreams were left about. I'd pick one up, dust it off, set course in my new route. But I spent 10 years unanchored, damn, I've gotta get out. Oh, I've gotta get out. There was never a doubt. Thought I'd just be a minute, see whose dreams were left about. I'd pick one up, dust it off, set course in my new route. But it's been 10 years of spinning around, I've gotta get out. I gotta put this city behind me, damn, I've gotta get out. Thank you. I was just curious. If you were listening to the record, it'd be over by now. That's how much slower I am. Is Caroline here? Caroline Spence? Oh my gosh, I couldn't see it because of the lights. This next song, Caroline and I wrote together. It's the only song, is it the only song we've ever written together? The first and only. We gotta change that. This was written a long time ago. And this is the song that introduces the fourth boy to the record. I love this song. I love it because Caroline's a dear, dear friend. We go way back. I met Caroline when I was 16 or 17 years old. And she's one of my favorite songwriters. in general, but in town especially, and she's got this knack for writing a hook that's so hooky, but it's never cheesy, it's never corny, even when she's specifically being corny. And that's my favorite thing about this song, is that it feels so well constructed like a Nashville song, but it still feels so real to me. This is called Pieces. And this one goes out to all the folks who leave pieces of themselves behind with whoever they loved. I left my heart in the front seat as you up and drove away. I can't forget those fading taillights. You never turned and waved, you took my heart away. Now where's my heart today? I left my arm around your shoulder so you could fall asleep. Now I still feel you every morning. Though you're not with me, there goes another piece I never thought you'd keep. Will I ever get it back? All this love that once was mine. Will I keep believing trails of lonesome tears for the next poor fool to find? And if I never get it back, I'll have nothing left to give. So I'll keep going home in pieces for as long as I live. I left my eyes on your body as it turned and swayed to the songs that I wrote you, humming every note I played, but the music fades. I still can't look away. I left my hand in your back pocket, walking down the street, so that everyone who passed us would know that you're with me, but you couldn't be. There goes another piece. Will I ever get it back? All this love that once was mine. Will I keep believing trails of lonesome tears for the next poor fool to find? And if I never get it back, I'll have nothing left to give. So I'll keep going home in pieces for as long as I live. I left it all out on the table, but still you couldn't see what you thought was not enough was really all of me. Will I ever get it back? All this love that once was mine. Will I keep believing trails of lonesome tears for the next poor fool to find? And if I never get it back, I'll have nothing left to give. So I'll keep going home in pieces for as long as I live. Love you, Caroline. I firmly believe that my soulmates are all platonic friends because when you give away pieces of yourself to them, it goes better. Many of my platonic soulmates are here tonight, and I love you. And if you're finding out that you're a platonic soulmate right now, don't worry. The lines are always blurry. Okay, we're third to last in the record. There's plenty more music coming. We're going to play some new songs. I'm going to bring up some special guests, and then I think there might even be a shit-tastic finale coming. But there are 3 more songs on the record, and this song I put right here on the record because I hoped when you would get to this point, you would want more of the record. It's called I Wanted More. So hopefully by the time you get to it, you're like, what? There's only 3 left? I wanted more. Exactly. Here's I Wanted More. I wanted more. Just one more week of fall before the winter cold came crashing in again. Just one more breath of sunshine cooled by mountain wind. Just one more stolen moment, me and him. I needed more. I knew I must give up it all. I could feel it in the shiver of my bones. Now I'm the man who ran away, left his only home, traded in the warmth to be alone. Now the wind will howl around these shaky rafters. Snow will fall, the icy rain will pour. You will hear me sing in springs and summers after. I wanted more. I wanted more. Been here before, and every time it rolls around, I wonder if it's worth it to begin. To start down this winding road, knowing where it ends. How somehow I just can't make myself pretend that I won't go, for this is what I'm made to do. The mountains and the stars will call my name. The seasons always change, and so they stay the same. The quiet cold will take away the pain. Now the wind will howl around these shaky rafters. Snow will fall, the icy rain will pour. You will hear me sing in springs and summers after. I wanted more. I wanted more. I don't want to say goodbye with tears in my eyes and start this lonely climb. Choice was never mine. Now the wind will howl around these shaky rafters. Snow will fall, the icy rain will pour. You will hear me sing springs and summers after. I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted more. Okay. Okay, if you thought the rest was real sad and quiet, it's about to get even sadder and quieter. So we're to the second to last song on the record. And I wrote this song when I had cancer. And it's just such a downer now. Like, I was diagnosed in 2018. I was cancer in remission in 2019. And now I'm looking at, gosh, what, almost 4 or 5 years? Sometimes it's wild that I can't even do the math anymore. Where do you think I put my capo? Okay, so I wrote this song. I had cancer, and everything was hard. For 2 months after I had surgery, I couldn't pee. I still, every day, have nausea. And I wonder if I'll ever feel the way I did before. Sorry, I couldn't talk and tune at the same time. I was telling you the story of how I wrote this song, but I don't suppose that story is very important because it was just going to get me to telling you I was practicing this song today. It's called I Cry Every Day Now, and I realized that for the first time since I wrote this song, it's not true anymore. I'm a Cancer. We talked about it. I'm a crier. People would ask me how I'm doing. COVID hit, and people would be like, how you doing, how you doing, how you doing? And the only thing I wanted to tell them every day was just, I cry every day now. And there were people that COVID felt like a snow day to, or felt like a break, or felt like, reprioritization. To me, it felt like everybody that just told me they didn't want me to die didn't care anymore. Like 2 years of everybody in my life being like, we're so glad you're here. And then now it's like, they don't care if you live or die. They really don't. Individualism above all else. So think about that as you listen to this song. It's called I Cry Every Day Now. I cry every day now, like I did over you. It doesn't feel familiar, but I'm weary of it too. I wish it were that temporary. This grief I'm walking through, I wish I had his problems. The kids you thought you knew. I try to call more often. I try to laugh along. I try to give you something to ease the hurt that I am gone. I've tried to teach myself to trust you. Might take another try or two, but I'll still wish I had his problems. The son you thought you knew. I was taught to be forgiving and to turn the other cheek. The world is mine, wrapped for the taking. If I'm patient and I'm meek, now I've learned the meek get nothing unless we take it from the few. And they'll wish they had his problems, the man they thought they knew. I cry every day now, and if the tears don't ever cease, it's not because I'm joyless. It's just my heart's grown tired and weak. I guess it won't be temporary until I close my eyes to sleep. I'll still wish I had his problems, the soul I used to be. I'll still wish I had his problems, the soul I used to be. Thank you. That brings us to the end of the record. Don't worry, it's not the end of the show. There's plenty more coming, but we're at the end of the record. So here's another song I wrote when I had cancer. I literally was in bed, hoping the chemo would work its way out of my system faster than it always did. And I wrote this song in bed, my chemo port pumping chemo into my heart. Because I couldn't imagine another way. I couldn't imagine another life. I couldn't imagine another body. I couldn't imagine another person. I couldn't imagine another way. And so this song, I love to end shows with it because it's not just about cancer to me. It's about how things really can be another way. We just have to choose that for ourselves. So this is the last song on the record. Yeah. It's called Another Way. Let my head fall on your chest. Run your fingers through my hair. Don't tell me it's okay. Don't tell me not to fear. Just let me feel the warmth of your breath across my ear. And I'll close my eyes and dream of another way. Whisper softly of the sun and her gentle warming rays. Did she ask you where I've been? Does she think I've gone away? Kiss my forehead as you laugh. Love, you'll both be here to stay. And I'll close my eyes and dream of another way. But I can't, we wouldn't. Lord, I've tried, still I couldn't leave the path laid out before me. Please let me stray. And if life is made of choices blotted out by countless voices, I'll just close my eyes and dream of another way. I ain't ever wished so hard to hear him say, I told you so, for the sun to cross my cheek with a shining summer glow, as he leaves me with dozing kisses wrapped in arms that won't let go. I'll just close my eyes and dream of another way. I'll just close my eyes and dream. Close my eyes and dream. I'll just close my eyes and dream of another way. That's the record. Exactly how it sounds.
Hi, baby. Hello, darling. How are you? What you doing?
Darling, I just want you to know we are so proud of you, precious. It's not time yet. Fuck this shit. We had what?
Say hi.
Oh, it's not. Well, I just want to say hi. I thought we had this well-oiled machine, and I screwed it up. My name's Marlene, and I'm coming back in just a few, but it's not quite time, because I want to close out the show for this precious young man, who I know as Cousin Kerosene. But I'm going to get off the stage now and let some other people come up, and then I'll be back in a few minutes.
Y'all give it up for Marlene Twitty Fargo. We had to reanimate her and bring her out here. They don't make Quaaludes anymore, but we found some. She's here. So I've got good news. Well, partially good news. We're out of the record now, so the songs get a little less sad. In a second, I'm going to get a friend up here to sing with me. Sing a couple with me. But for now, here's a song I played on a podcast you might have heard. I'm going to send this one out to the birthday girl. It's Dolly Parton's birthday. Here's Wildflowers. Well, the hills were alive with wildflowers, and I was as wild, even wilder than they. For at least I could run. They just died in the sun. I refused just to wither in place. Just a wild mountain rose, needing freedom to grow. So I ran, fearing not where I'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. And the flowers I knew in the fields where they grew were content to be lost in the crowd. They were common and close. I had no room for growth. I wanted so much to branch out. So I uprooted myself from my home ground and left. Took my dreams and I took to the road. When a flower grows wild, it can't always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. I grew up fast and wild, and I never felt right in a garden so different from me. I just didn't belong, I just longed to be gone. So the garden one day set me free. Hitched a ride on the wind, and since he was my friend, I just let him decide where we'd go. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose needing freedom to grow. No regrets for the path that I chose. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Da-dum, da-dum, di-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. I had to do that one next because it's Dolly Parton's birthday, but also because you can listen to that one online. And I recorded it during the 1992 sessions with Kathy and Marcy singing background vocals on it. I'm really proud of it. You can hear it on Spotify's Indie Bluegrass playlist because your boy is independent. I'm going to do a song now. I write a lot of songs that I feel were missing from my own listening growing up. I listened to a lot of bluegrass, a lot of country. We weren't allowed to listen to the devil's music growing up. So, I listened to ancient tones instead. I like to write songs that I would have liked to hear as a kid. And so I imagine in an alternate reality where there isn't any homophobia, that this would be a song that like Daryl Scott would write for like Brad Paisley to sing. Like that's where I see it, like in the lexicon of country. But there are two things I love about it. One is that it romanticizes a car that no one has ever romanticized in the history of automobiles. And the other one is that it's really actually about a grinder hookup. Read between the lines, everyone except my mom. Mom, where's the camera? Mom, which one? Mom. All right, here's a song that's called Le Baron. We drove down to the banks of the French Broad. I realized I hadn't asked his name. He smiled at me and said, I'm Solomon. As we parked beside a rusty, beat-up crane. I didn't hear the birds or the babbling stream. I didn't stop to think we might be seen. I just wondered how it'd feel to rest my hand upon his thigh, and wondered if he too was wondering when he said, I bought this Le Baron from my daddy. I know that it's crumbling at the seams. It's still taking me from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon we'll finally get the top up. For now I know I'm bound for sunny skies. I've just been trying to find a certain someone to help me light my joints up while I drive. I smiled at him and said, well, sign me up. And told him of a trip I'd always planned, and tried to block the thought out of my head of the veins and calluses on his strong hands. I thought that he would pass the blunt to me, until his left hand brushed against my knee. He pulled me in to kiss me, and exhaling through my lips, I learned firsthand what transcendental means. When he said, I bought this LeBaron from my daddy, I know that it's crumbling at the seams. It's still taking me from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon I'll finally get the top up. For now I know I'm bound for sunny skies. I've just been trying to find a certain someone to be the one to keep me warm at night. I imagined all those highway miles and saw myself laughing in the breeze, and the two of us wrestling with the soft top in the summer rain and hail, both shivering. I can't tell you all that happened next. You'd have to ask the birds or squirrels to snitch. But afterwards we smiled with my head upon his thigh and shared a blissful, salty, laughing kiss. He bought our LeBaron from his daddy. We love that it's crumbling at the seams. It's still taking us from here to all the places most folks have only seen in magazines. Someday soon we'll finally put the top up. We both get it up now seamlessly, and we'll never no more wish to find our someone. 'Cause I know he'll be right beside me, with my hand on his thigh and a joint we pass between. I am truly nothing if not horny on Maine all the time. Based on a true story. Don't tell Solomon. All right, I'm going to do one more and then get my best friend in the whole wide world up here to sing a couple with me. That last one you just heard, LeBaron, is going to be on the next record, which I'm very excited to say has been written for a while. It's going to be a country record. because I love country music. And there's a critical mass of queer folks making country right now. But at the same time, there has not yet been a record that says what I want a country queer record to say. So I'm gonna make one. That's not totally true. Willie Carlisle's Peculiar Missouri from this past year, really excellent. Amethyst Kia, Jake Blunt. There are so many great folks. But I'll be making a country record. This next song is gonna be on it. I love singing this song because it gets laughs. As soon as they start singing it. And then people are like, wait, is he serious? I'm not Lisa. My name is Justin. Lisa left you years ago. My eyes are not blue, but mine won't leave you till the sunlight has touched your face. She was your morning light. Her smile told of no night. Your love for her grew with each rising sun. And then one winter day, she said she'd been betrayed. She left you here, drowning in your tears, here where you've stayed for years, crying, Lisa. Oh, Lisa. I'm not Lisa. My name is Justin. Lisa left you years ago. My eyes are not blue, but mine won't leave you till the sunlight has touched your face. I'm not Lisa. My name is Justin. Lisa left you years ago. My eyes are not blue, but mine won't leave you till the sunlight has touched your face. I'm not Lisa. Look out. Hopefully I'll record that country record this year when it'll be out next, but my track record's not so great. Will you all help me in welcoming to the stage my best friend in the whole wide world, Victoria J. Vaughn. Vicki and I have known each other almost since the day I moved to town. My best friend in the whole wide world. We are musical soulmates. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do first?
You want to do Beneath?
Let's do Beneath.
What key?
D?
We're going to sing you a song. Ask us to tell you the story sometime about how we sang this song in the middle of the Green River with 700-foot cliffs on either side of us, with nothing but the reverb made by billions of years. It's one of our favorite songs to sing together. Vicky's gonna sing lead, and I'm gonna try not to shit all over her beautiful vocals.
Don't do it. Beneath still waters, there's a strong undertow. The surface won't tell you what the deep water knows. And darling, I'm saying I know something's wrong beneath still waters. Your love is gone, and even a fool could see, and you'll soon believe in me. 'Cause each and every heart must have its turn at misery, and this time it's me. And I'll cry alone beneath still waters. Oh yeah. Your love is gone. Take it. Even a fool could see, then you'll soon believe in me. 'Cause each and every heart must have its turn at misery, and this time it's me. And I'll cry alone beneath still waters. Your love is gone. Oh, beneath still waters. Your love is gone. No, Justin Hiltner. Yes,
I love singing with you.
I'm singing with you. So good.
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. What tempo do you like? Let's do a little slower so I can be a little...
Yeah. Okay, then you pick. That's good, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Darling, I have come to tell you, though it almost breaks my heart, apart. Don't this road look rough and rocky? Don't that sea look wide and deep? Don't my baby look the sweetest when she's in my arms asleep? Oh yeah. Well, can't you hear? Shoot. Can't you hear the night birds crying far across that deep blue sea? While of others you are thinking, won't you sometimes think of me? Don't this road look rough and rocky? Don't that sea look wide and deep? Don't my baby look the sweetest when she's in my arms asleep? One more kiss before I leave you. One more kiss before we part. You have caused me lots of trouble, darling. You have broke my heart. Don't this road look rough and rocky? Don't that sea look wide and deep? And don't my baby look the sweetest when she's in my arms asleep? Tag! When she's in my arms asleep.
Vicky Vaughn! When are you playing here? You don't want to miss Vicky and her country bland. No, it's anything but bland. If you want to see Vicky play the city bass and play with an excellent country band, February 3rd, right here. It's really, really, really good shit. You're going to want to hear it. Is Amanda here? Amanda? Yes! Amanda Fields is here, and I'm going to get her up to sing a song with me. If y'all aren't familiar, Amanda Fields is one of my favorite singer-songwriters in town. Really, really excellent. Dyed-in-the-wool bluegrasser and country singer. And we're going to sing an original song that she wrote because any excuse I have to make music with my friends, I take, and I take it gladly. While Amanda's on her way up, I want to say thanks to Wes Corbett, who's not here tonight, but lent me his top tension banjo to play the F-tune stuff on. And I just want to thank all of you for supporting this record. My debut solo record has been in the works for a very, very long time, and it's very surreal to be here tonight with y'all celebrating that. And so I just want to thank you for being part of it. Thanks for being part of my community. Thanks for being part of country music, bluegrass music, all of these things changing for the better. We all have a role to play, even if that's just showing up and listening and liking it. That's an important role in this. Y'all, help me bring her to the stage. Give her a nice round of applause. Amanda Fields. Got you here. Y'all, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for doing this.
Came straight from the car.
I'm so appreciative. Thanks for squeezing me in. That's yours. And then I did actually listen to this, so
Oh, good.
I shouldn't mess it up too bad.
Well, hopefully I won't either.
If you listen to Bluegrass Radio, call your DJs and request Amanda Fields. It's really, really, really good bluegrass. And we're going to do an original that Amanda wrote. She's going to give a little bit of
Hey.
sounds. When was the last time we played this together?
Oh my gosh. I think it's been years.
Like back before John Weisberger moved away.
My goodness.
It had to be when it was.
Can I get more banjo in my face? All right.
What tempo do you like?
Whatever, however you...
I'll tell you about it. You're from Southwest Virginia, correct?
That's right.
And this is a song about how heavenly it is in that part of the country. And if you don't agree that that's heaven, you can leave right now because it really is heaven. I made the record on top of the mountain where I could see where Amanda is from, essentially, from the porch. So we're going to do a song called Brandywine that I really love. About Brandywine River, right?
Yeah, that's
All right. What tempo?
However it comes out, it's going to be just right. Yeah. In the woods of Chester County, by the river Brandywine, I frolic with my darling one day in summertime. Shaded by a willow tree, our bodies there entwined. There's soft grass for a pillow on the banks of Brandywine. Oh, heaven is a state of grace where love and beauty shine. That day I saw paradise on the banks of Brandywine. I never dreamed she'd go away. I thought she'd dare be mine. Well, what I'd give for one more day on the banks of Brandywine. Now my love forever sleeps, taking long before her time. And with the willow I stand and weep on the banks of Brandywine. Oh, heaven is a state of grace where love and beauty shine. My love lives in paradise on the banks of Brandywine. Well, heaven is a state of grace where love and beauty shine. My love lives in paradise or the banks of Brandywine. My love lives in paradise or the banks of Brandywine.
That's Amanda Fields.
Thank you.
I know it's such a tease, but Amanda's fighting off a little bit of a throat thing. So only going to do one, but oh my gosh, just to be on stage with that rhythm guitar again. Woo! We gotta do this more often. We gotta do this more often. All right, I'm gonna let Amanda exit before it gets really shit-tastic up here. But y'all, it's been a really long time. This next artist, her career has just been quivering on the launch pad, waiting to take off for the past 35, 40 years. But to her, it's been a blink of an eye. Will you all help me welcome to the stage for the first time in way too long, Marlene Twitty Fargo and the Twat Biscuits.
Now it's time. How are y'all tonight? For those of you who don't know us, we are Marlene Twitty Fargo and the Twat Biscuits. Just a quick little thing about Marlene. I have been just quivering on the launch pad for years, and what most of you don't know is that many of the classic country songs you hear were actually written by me and the people who put them on mainstream radio, and those fuckers stole everything from me. Tonight you're going to hear the originals of some of these classic country tunes. And I do have to say, for those of you who've never seen us, if you're Baptist or easily offended, probably you should leave right now. We are called the underbelly of country music for a reason. We're raunchy and we're dirty and we have a wonderful time. So we're going to do a few numbers for you. I think the first one is one that me and Loretta wrote a few years ago, many years ago. This is the original version of that song. I do want to say real quick, Justin called me this week, and as I say, he's better known to me as Cousin Kerosene, and he told me about the release party, and he said, you know, you want to come and listen? I was like, sure. I said, do you want me to do a few numbers? He was like, oh, no, your presence is more than enough. But I just knew he really wanted us to do a few numbers, so here we are.
Here we are.
Been making your brags around town. You could sit on an old beer can, but I can tell by just looking at you, you could barely take my hand. I'm telling you right here and now, I ain't gonna take no pity. So drop your pants and spread your ass. I'm taking you to Fist City. If you don't wanna go to Fist City, you better say something right now. 'Cause I got a tub of Crisco and a big old Blue Beach towel. I ain't gonna play around with your taint, but I might just fiddle with your titty. If you really wanna have a hell of a time, let me take you down to Fist City. Now go on and tell me what you told your friends, how you think you're brave enough. But I'm gonna show you where your prostate is, since you think you're such hot stuff. Now I'll put two inside of you. Don't get too loose or shitty. Just clean it out and don't eat no corn. I'm taking you to Fist City. If you don't wanna go to Fist City, you better say something right now. 'Cause I got a tub of Crisco and a big old Blue Beach towel. I ain't gonna play around with your taint, but I might just fiddle with your titty. If you really wanna have a hell of a time, let me take you down to Fist City. If you really wanna have a hell of a time, let me take you down to Fist City. Jesus is here tonight, y'all. I feel it.
Amen.
I want to take a quick second and introduce the band. You all know the talented and handsome Justin Hiltner, who, as I say, is known to the Twat Biscuits as Cousin Kerosene. Over here, we've got, where is she? There she is. She usually has the big bass, but tonight she's on the guitar, the electric guitar. This is Cousin Mudflap right here. Back behind me on the percussion is our spiritual mother, our clogger, which you don't see tonight because you have to pay for that shit. So you have to come to a Marlene show. She is everything to us. She is Cousin Pussyfoot. And we are happy to announce we have two new cousins with us this evening. Welcome, Cousin Quarantine and Cousin Vaccine this evening. Now, this next one is one I had a very, very torrid affair with this gentleman back in the 90s. And we wrote this song, so you'll know it when you hear it. Blame it all on my coot and this cancerous ute. I've ruined your new wingback chair. I'm the first one to flow, but the last one to know. till I saw that crimson stain there. Soon they'll be shaving my pubes, tying my tubes. Goddamn, they'll scrape me bare. But I'll be as fertile as the Sahara, so we can screw and not care. 'Cause I've got eggs in no places, 'cause they yanked out my womb. Now there's no traces of my ovaries, so you can come in me. Oh, I don't need no pill for the morning after, 'cause I'm in my post-contraceptive chapter and I'm feeling free. I've got eggs in no places. Break it down, kids. Thinks this is his show tonight. We'll humor him. Now the mood swings are gone and we're getting along, so let's make up for lost time. I'll just slip off my thong, but something feels wrong, 'cause you two are well past your prime. Once a strong, mighty oak, now your Peter's a joke. Just look at that thing lying there. You with your limp cock, me with my dust box. Goddamn, ain't we a pair? 'Cause I got eggs in no places, 'cause they ain't on my womb. Now there's no traces of my ovaries, so you can come in me. Oh, I don't need no pill for the morning after, 'cause I'm in my post-contraceptive chapter and I'm feeling free. I've got eggs in no places. Oh, nah, I don't need no pill for the morning after, 'cause I'm in my post-contraceptive chapter and I'm feeling free. I've got eggs in no places. I'm gonna finish off my screwdriver here. Now this next one, it's been a long time. Girl, you don't want to see it off, I promise. That's about 30 years ago. This next one we haven't done for a long time, and it's fairly kind of new to me, so I'm going to be like the Nashville studio musicians, and I'm going to get my lead sheet. I fuck everything up. Let's do this one, and then we'll do the other one.
So we're going to do On the Rad.
We did mention earlier. Sorry, Marlene. We did mention earlier it is Dolly Parton's birthday, so here's one for that.
I love and adore Dolly, but there is every chance I'm gonna fuck this up. So, no disrespect to Dolly. Back years I go wandering once again, back when I started growing pubes. And I recall a box of rags someone gave us, and how my mama put those rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small, and I just started to bleed, and it was way down in the fall. So mama stuffed them up my pussy, cramming every piece with love. I was on the rags of many colors that I was so proud of. And as she stuffed, she told a story from the Bible she had read, how they sent the unclean bitches to the minstrel's tents instead. Perhaps these rags will keep you leak-free and confident. And I just couldn't wait to wear them, and mama blessed them with a kiss. On the rags of many colors that my mama stuffed in me, so far up my badge that it made me wanna pee. Now I know we had no tampons, but as dry as I could be on the rags of many colors my mama stuffed in me. This is my favorite verse right here. So with patches up my pussy and blood on both my shoes, in my rags of many colors, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me in the rags of many colors that mama made for me. And I just couldn't understand it. Sorry, I fucked it up. I felt that I was rich. Mama said rag stuffing's good enough for any high-class bitch. And so I told them all the story. Mama stuff, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. What chorus? We're gonna end big on the chorus. On the rags of many colors that my mama stuffed in me, so far up my vag that it made me wanna pee. Now I know we had no tampons, but I'm dry as I can be on the rags of many colors my mama stuffed in me. What? On the rags of many colors my mama stuffed in me, way up in me. Woo! Marlene's gonna practice that one. Fuck that shit.
Hey, can I get some more of this up here? Thank you.
For none of you who've never been to a Marlene show, part of the beauty of the show is it's a shit show. Sometimes I remember the words and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget songs. So, welcome to the Marlene show. Hey, baby, you know what? Give me a D real quick. This is one I wrote about my mama, and I always just kind of bring it into the set whenever I feel moved. So that's it. Give it to me again. My poor mama's innards hung down past her knees. Her twat would blow bubbles each time she'd sneeze. She'd streak up the floor with that old withered flesh. My sweet mama lost her transvaginal mesh. Transvaginal mesh. Transvaginal mesh. My sweet mama lost her transvaginal mesh. That's all you get right now. What? Oh, yes. Oh, so this next one of the favorite periods in my life and career is when Lynn Anderson and I used to do Quaaludes together. So this is something we wrote when we were hiring a kite and we were prank calling George Jones. And we kind of got tired of that, so we thought, let's write a fucking song. And here it is.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the fun times. There's gonna be a little smell sometimes. It's so selfish how you live, always wanting me to give you blow jobs. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. Can we slow it down a little tiny bit? I'm so sorry. These fuckers just take it and run with it. I've tried everything for this vaginal stink, but you don't find many pussies that smell like clover. Son, you should have thought it over. So if sweet talking you would make it come true, I'd give you a fragrant cunt on a silver platter. Oh, but what would it matter? So just get on down there and quit your bitching. Love's all about some pussy licking. Come on, enjoy the discharge while you can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the fun times. There's gonna be a little smell sometimes. It's so selfish how you live, always wanting me to give you blow jobs. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I've done stuffed it with garlic, douched it with Yoplait, pickled in a tub of vinegar damn near all day. But that smell just ain't going away. So I steamed it real good and gathered some wood and squatted over a campfire and smoked it with hickory. Hell, I rubbed it with chicory. So just get on down there and quit your bitching. Love's all about some pussy licking. Come on, enjoy the discharge while you can. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the fun times. There's gonna be a little smell sometimes. It's so selfish how you live, always wanting me to give you blow. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. This bitch is always trying to sabotage my show.
All right, we got one more song with Marlene.
Oh, give me a D one more time.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll do one more song. Here's more about Mama. We searched high and low, but it could not be found. So we called up the best goddamn welder in town. But he was too expensive, so to our dismay, the only solution was to hand crochet her transvaginal man.
Transvaginal man.
Transvaginal man.
Transvaginal man.
We had to hand crochet her transvaginal. Find the pitch, kids, find the pitch. Man. Just so you'll know, it's been pre-COVID since we did a show, and we're having so much fucking fun up here.
Marlene Twitty Fargo and the Twat Biscuits.
Is that it?
We got one more.
Oh, okay, we got one more.
This is our sing-along. So if you know the words, sing along.
Wait, let me tell you. This is another one. Me and Tanya, we're big drug buddies from way back. So this is something we wrote together years ago. It's right after she broke. Well, no, it's right before she started dating Glenn.
Ready? Start on the chorus. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Delta's dong must be 14 inches long. She tucks it up her ass when she goes in drag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come fill country fag. Well, she's 51 and her daddy still calls her Davy. All the drag queens in Memphis know she's crazy, 'cause she walks around with a crack pipe in her hand, and she smells like cum left over from last night's man. Now on the internet they talk about Delta's dong. It's the biggest thing you ever laid your eyes on. It just flops around when she rides them big hard dicks. There ain't nothing sadder than a bottom with a big old prick. Delta's dong must be 14 inches long. She tucks it up her ass when she goes in drag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come-filled country fag. Take it up! Delta's dong must be 14 inches long. She tucks it up her ass when she goes in drag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come-filled country fag. Acapella. Delta's dong must be 14 inches long. She tucks it up her ass when she goes in drag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come-filled country fag. Delta's dong must be 14 inches long. She tucks it up her ass when she goes in drag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come-filled country fag. And did I hear you say she looks just like Tammy Faye? She's a big dick bottom, come-filled country fag. Thank you all for coming. Show your love to Justin. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Marlene Twitty Fargo and the Twat Biscuits, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to Deez for hosting and allowing us to do our little shit show.
Thank you, Deez.
Thank you for supporting 1992. If you'd like to take home a physical record with you, I have them with me. JustinHiltner.com for all the updates. Thank you so much for being here for the celebration, y'all. That's our show. Good night. Thank you.
Marlene, go.
I